G'day, ZiggyD here, and welcome back to my Pillars of Eternity playthrough. In the depths of the Temple of Eothas, we do battle and live in many alternate realities. When things go wrong, we do a little bit of sidestep into another reality, and where hopefully we learn and things go a little bit better. For Pillars of Eternity is a world of many different realities, and each one to the right doing a little bit better than the one on the left. Guys, welcome back. It's been a lot of fun so far. We did have a little bit of a break over Easter for those of you guys who have been following the series along, but I'm keen to get stuck back into it and explore some more of the Temple of Eothas. Now, I've done a little bit of talking with Adair and learned that he is actually proficient with, he's had a bit of training in his time with certain groups of weapons, those favored by the ruffians, which includes the saber, stiletto, club pistol, and blunderbuss. As a result, I'm going to be changing his loadout a little bit more, back to the saber from his fine longsword, and someone might actually get some use out of the disappointer here, and if, you know, maybe we can have him fire a shot off with the disappointer before he has to close in for melee ranged attacks, so maybe we'll get to see the disappointer in action finally. Now, I did trial this nice two-handed spear we found earlier, and it's a pretty nice weapon. It is well crafted and gives us a bit of extra reach and some extra strategic options. But I think since I need to attack fast and furiously, having faster weapons, one-handed weapons in combat, I think is a little bit more helpful for us. So I'm going to be rocking the fine sword, and I'll also grab a let's grab a dagger. Let's keep things nice and fast, and we'll try that out for now. Now, the fine sword is a slashing and piercing weapon, so the appropriate attack will be selected based on the type of enemy we're fighting. Like if they're resistant to piercing, we'll use slashing attacks, and if they're resistant to slashing, we'll use piercing attacks. So that should work fine. The dagger is only slashing, and but you know, it gives us a bit of an accuracy boost. The alternative is to maybe switch out to a shield if we have some defensive problems. Then that could be an option. So, where we left off, we just finished a fight with, I think, some oozes and some shadows in front of this statue just here, with some mysterious dark waters, black as glass. Now, I think it's time we do a little bit of exploring. Now, we're definitely going to want to scout ahead sneakily, and as soon as I sort of start paying closer attention, I've spotted something interesting on the wall. It looks like a switch. Let's have a look what it does. There's a screech of metal and a snapping noise as you pull the lever, and a false wall opened.
Yes.
An arch over here. Oh, a putrid stench wafts out from the room though, and I see inside a bunch of corpses. Damn, this room is gruesome. I think this might have been what we were looking for, guys. This seems like it could be the corpses of the priests we were looking for of the Temple of Eothas. However, I do see an all too familiar purple glow up ahead. Whoa. The light rises from the bones as you approach. You have a moment to register the faintest image of a standing figure. Features a blur of mist and smoke before the world tilts. It's as if you have stepped sideways into a new life. You're racing down a flight of stairs, following a weaving circle of torchlight. Your own panting breaths are loud in your ears. Panic and your robes alike foul your steps, and you nearly stumble before a hand reaches out to grip your arm and steady you, a fellow acolyte who smiles encouragement as you reach the bottom. You run around and past the shallow reflection pool that marks the lowest point of the temple, following the dark shapes of the older priests as they lead the way towards a narrow hall that leads into the vault. You pass one of the torchbearers as you go. The harsh illumination of the flames reveals a familiar face. For a moment, your awareness spans time and identity, and you think Wurton has joined you, here at the bottom of the temple. In the memory, he glances at you for a moment, and then looks past at someone else. "I'll come back once they're gone," he's saying. You're being pressed along by the crowd, and his words are growing faint. "Just keep quiet, we can't take any chances." Inside the vault, golden relics gleam like welcoming stars. The memory twists, jarring you loose from one moment and plunging you into another like a flung doll. There is only darkness around you now. You think yourself blinded until the knowledge settles onto you like a cloak. The candles have all burnt away. You know now, too, with a sick certainty that nobody's coming. There is a cracking noise somewhere to your left, a wet slurping gurgle and a ragged sob. You cannot see, and so you cannot know which brother or sister has fallen, and which digs after what water a body may provide. You hear in the faint murmuring to your right familiar cadence of prayer, but you no longer recognize the words. You are too tired to do harm. The thirst is like fire within you. Your tongue is thick in your throat, and every breath is a struggle that leeches strength from you. There is a light, they said, at the end of every bout of darkness, but this one does not end. The spirit releases and you come back to yourself in pieces. Your vision clears and the vault around you is revealed once more, cast in muted hues by a sickly illumination of the soul still drifting like a fading fog. Fear wafts off the spirit in waves, fraying at your own emotions. I'm sorry, lost spirit. I hope you find some peace in the next life. The spirit seems to withdraw into itself. You sense less of its fear and confusion as it recedes, but the soul lingers still. Adair says, "No matter how many times I see you staring off at nothing, it doesn't get any less weird." I gather the remains. You spend a few moments gathering up what you can find of the bones of the priests. It proves a heavy and gruesome burden, but you manage to recover them all. Well, so it looks like as the temple was attacked, the acolytes were ushered into a room here with the riches of the temple, and they were promised that they would be released at a later date because there was no way for them to escape from inside, the lever being on the outside of the room. They all succumbed to thirst, and it sounded like some of them may have attacked each other, in their thirst and in their desperation, and perhaps some sort of cannibalism occurred from the gruesome scene we saw just there. That seems likely. Oh, a disturbing vision of the past of a disturbing event. Very unfortunate, but the people who sealed them in there, I assume, were killed and taken away and unable to do anything, not wanting to tell other people that they were down in there. So they were left to a pretty unfortunate fate in the darkness. I do hope the spirit finds rest. So I guess the only thing left is to ransack whatever's left. Some of the gold leaf on these relics is chipped away to reveal the wood beneath. There are tooth marks upon one of the bowls. So in their hunger and desperation, they chewed on anything they could find.
Nice and quiet.
There are faint scratches on the brickwork by the door hinges. Looks like they tried to claw their way out. This stand rocks unsteadily on its base. It seems that the mechanism is broken. Oh, okay. That looks like for the light. Okay. Interesting. I'm not sure what that means. Now,
yes.
I'm still a bit worried about traps. I mean, this room was pretty safe. Theoretically, they wouldn't have trapped the things in here. Looks like we can scrounge up some coins. Alright, it was okay. A moonstone derives its name from its moon-like luster. And one final one over here. This one is locked, but I think I have the mechanics to open this by hand. There we go. Oh, hello, a pry bar. And Gorn's share. Interesting. We've uncovered a bit of a relic, it looks like. Let's have a look. Ooh, okay. Let's read the lore. How do we explain how we learn the lore about such an item that we just find here, right? I guess a watch of vision as we pick up this relic. We get a flash into the past, into its history, because all weapons, all powerful weapons have a tale to tell. A lesser-known aspect of the god Eothas, Gorn represents the cyclic nature of life and the seasons, and is often portrayed as a farmer wielding a scythe. He enjoys popularity among more rural followers of Eothas, who are drawn to his varying identities as a provider, shepherd of the dead, and defender against injustice. Gorn's share is said to have been crafted by a distraught Darwoodian smith after the destruction of his home by a Glenfathan raiding party. Upon arriving at a neighbouring settlement, the smith immediately set about his work, intending to craft a weapon suited to righting the wrongs done to his village. Toiling over several weeks, he was able to fashion a heavy flail covered in small sickle-shaped blades, with which he was determined to send any returning invaders into the afterlife. So Gorn, represented by a scythe, a farmer wielding a scythe, he created a flail, which is a pretty typical sort of priestly or style of weapon, but then little scythes instead of spikes on it. Interesting design. But let's see what it does. So along with the regular aspects of a flail like this, converts to graze to hit. Convert graze to hit. Oh, okay, so when you strike a glancing blow, there's a 30% chance of the graze instead digging itself in. I guess this is a property of the scythes on the weapon. Very cool design. So when you strike a glancing blow, the scythes could potentially pull the flail into the enemy because of their curves. Draining 20% of the damage restored as endurance. It actually drains life back to the attacker. Okay, that's very cool, and it is finely crafted as well. Well, this weapon seems freaking amazing. I think I'm going to be using this thing. Okay, you know what? I think I might rock it myself. Pretty beastly looking. Now, the question is, do I have a shield now? The thing about this weapon is that the draining effect means that it's going to make the wielder very, very survivable, very tanky. And, I mean, that's nice for me, but it could be even better for Adair. Then again, Adair's been doing pretty well, and he is better trained when it comes to a saber. He doesn't have any sort of proficiency with such a weapon. So, maybe we start, for now I might stay with Adair using the weapon he's familiar with. But, we'll give Gorn's share a try, which seems like a pretty useful weapon for us. I might pull out the shield instead of using a dagger in my offhand with the flail. Different sort of setup to what I would have expected to use, but we'll give it a go. Nice find, very nice find. I'm excited to give this thing some use in battle. It looks pretty cool, sort of swinging along my side. I'd be a bit worried about having that sort of thing. They're kind of impractical weapons, though, right? As you're running along, it sort of knocks around. You could just imagine like bashing yourself in the knee or the shin with it or something like that. So that was our mission. This was our purpose for coming down into the Temple of Eothas, was to find those corpses so that we could take them and lay them to rest. So we've gathered up the corpses now. I don't know if they're going to be represented in here. Yeah, they are. Here we go. The dead priest bones. So we can take these up to the surface now and potentially have them buried. However, in my typical fashion, I'm very curious about what is up these other stairs in this direction. What is up these stairs? Now, before we check, I think it best we camp. Okay, let's approach cautiously. We've encountered some nasty things in this temple so far, and this seems like a large open room, which I feel like bodes poorly for us. Alright, creeping forwards with my flail. I see a Skulder Whelp, nothing we can't handle, but let's creep forwards further. There will no doubt be more. There is... Oh, hold on. Skulder King! Well! 2 Skulder Whelps alongside a Skulder King. Now they're starting to pay attention to me. I can't see anything else though. I can't see any shades hiding. Let's creep forwards a little bit. I can't see anything else. So that seems like it. That statue is also quite interesting. All right. I think we can handle this. I think we can handle... I don't know about this Skulder King. You know what? Just exactly how dangerous he is. I assume he's going to be quite the formidable foe. He looks pretty beastly. I'm not going to lie. Look at this thing. Let's take a bit of a closer look here. So the Skulder Whelp's, kind of pink-skinned and, not particularly large, but this thing is like twice the size of a whelp. And look at that mouth. Look at that jaw. That's pretty intimidating. Okay, hold on. Creep back. They're going to take notice of us here. So I'm going to have to try and use, I think, all of my tools at my disposal to deal with this thing well. I think we pick off the whelps as quickly as possible, and then try and like hold the king still while we deal with the whelps, and then try and deal with him. So let's see what we can do.
Aye?
Now I'm going to prepare myself here to cast a bunch of spells at once, and we'll have Adair sort of get ready to engage after this. In fact, I can probably have him engage with a ranged attack at the start as well. What is the range on this weapon, out of interest? The range is 8 meters. Okay. So not super far, but that's like not much shorter than a lot of my spells and things anyway. Okay. How do I open this up? All right, let's have everyone move forwards just a little bit.
Aye.
So let's have everyone just move up, creep up. into position. What are you doing? Get into position. Okay. So we try and deal with the closer one first. We try and deal with this one. I'll see if I can paralyze him. Maybe get him to stand still. So I think I'm the one to do that. Mental blinding. And in fact, I might be able to paralyze both of them with the one go. So I might start the cast on that and then have everyone just after taking a deep, take a breath as I prepare my spell, follow up with their spells. Okay, all right. He's taken notice of us now. I am going to magic missile, and I'll have Adair take a shot as well. All right, guys. Wish me luck. All right, that seemed pretty effective. Whoa, we destroyed the whelp. We destroyed the whelp. The pistol shot to the face along with the magic missiles. Very effective. All right, not a bad start. Let's have Adair switch back to melee. There we go. And we will have... did I manage the paralysis? Yes, paralyzed. Perfect. And this one is stuck as well in the spot, so we can hopefully finish this up with some ranged attacks. Maybe I'll have Eothas move in and try and get a fan of flames off while they're paralyzed. He's got about 7 seconds. He might be able to do it. Right, and I'll have Adair get ready to engage just after that. And I myself will... I think I will use a bow attack for now. And we'll see if we can take out this whelp. Okay. Alright, you're moving forwards, aren't you, Eothas? Okay, how's the range for the fan of flames? We need to move up closer. Alright, how much time have we got? 6 seconds. I think Eothas can get in, fan of flames, and then retreat. Okay, a little bit closer. Perfect. Alright, cast the fan of flames. I'm getting ready to take a shot with my bow. Eothas, you know what? Maybe Adair can take another shot with the Punisher. Let's give it a try. Oh, the fan of flames! Yes! Alright, excellent. Alright, Eothas, get back, man. Get back. Back it up. Alright, you're going to switch back to your melee weapons again. I'm going to engage the Scaen King. I'm going to try and blind the Scaen King. He's about to become unparalyzed. And then I will go up and engage with melee as well. Go Adair! Oh! A big punch! Alright. Okay, we've got this. Did I manage to blind him? Blinded and dazed, perfect. Alright, let's move in for melee for ourselves. Alright, run up. Let's have Eothas cast magic missiles here. Oh, no! Adair knocked down. Adair just absolutely blasted prone. Let's see if we can return the favor with that one just there. Yes! Knock the beast to the ground. Perfect. Alright, let's have Eothas follow up with, I think, another magic missiles. I think we just do as much damage as we can here. He is only blinded and dazed for a brief second longer. What do I have that I could deal with here? I could try and leave him dazed as well, actually. Let's go for some supporting magic. Alright, this seems to be going fine. This is going fine. I'll wait till we get up so I can potentially knock him down again. Alright, he's about to get back up. Was the blind and daze successful? It looks like it was. 13 seconds of dazing. Excellent. Now, I can wait. I don't really need to knock him down until that wears off, if he lasts that long. Alright, let's have Adair use some of his magical attacks. Oh, Eothas. Adair is taking a beating there. I don't know how well Adair can handle it. I don't know how much more of a beating he can stand up to. He's doing super well, but alright, I think we'll try and buy him some more time with another knockdown if we can. Yes! Well done, Adair. What an absolute beast! What a beast. Alright, what do I have here? I don't think a confusion is going to help. Alright, we're going to use Arcane Assault. Try and deal a little bit more damage with that. I still need to build up some more focus before I can do anything else. Yes! Oh, yes! We did it! Slayed the Scaen King! Perfect. A textbook fight. I would say that went exceptionally well. Oh, it's nice to have something just go right for once. After all of the fights in the Temple of Eothas that went so poorly, to have one just go correctly for once feels pretty good. It feels pretty good. That was exactly like I envisaged it. Perfect. Let's grab the Scaen King's ear. And looks like we can grab another one there. We can sell these for a little bit of extra cash when we get back to town. So, this thing, however...
Nice and quiet.
What are we looking at here? Is this thing gonna be trapped? I don't know. What are we looking at here? Something unusual about the statue. Hold on. And we've recovered another artifact. Yes! Alright, alright. What do we have here? Under the helmet tab here, the Pilgrim's Lasting Vigil. Of resolve, of perception. The end of the Saints' War and the detonation of the Godhammer bomb is still mourned by the followers of Eothas around the world. While the conflict diminished Eothas' following in Durwood, many remain faithful to the God of Dawn and Redemption, confident that he will rise one day. He will again rise one day. Many followers make annual pilgrimages to shrines and temples of Eothas, or to what remains of them, on the anniversary of Saint Widewind's death. The particulars of these vigils vary in the Raid Saras. They are often marked by song and the recitation of Saint Widewind's sermons. In the Durwood, these worshippers of Eothas are often persecuted. Such ceremonies may involve standing in respectful silence until sunrise. It is customary for worshippers to wear armor or other articles that commemorate Eothas or his leadership through Widewind. This helmet bears the sunburst emblem of the Red Saren army, and it was likely first worn by a soldier serving in the Saints' War. So not a particularly powerful or notable helmet, but this one still being one of note, one of power, noteworthy power, and in a game sense, this provides additional resolve and perception to the wearer. So this seems like the perfect thing to give to Adair. Adair has proven himself, certainly with that last fight. He did an excellent job, and I think this helmet should hopefully help him in continuing to do so. It looks pretty rad too. It's pretty cool looking helmet. Pretty cool, and that just adds to his exceptional tankiness. I like it. So, we have a little bit more to explore though. I think it looks like another staircase further up here. Heading upwards again is a bit unusual. I'm not sure where this will lead.
Yes?
Now, Eothas doesn't have any spells left, so I'll have to keep that in mind as we head upwards. Heading upwards into the unknown here, and with Eothas having no spells prepared, it does make me a little nervous. So let's scout out first, and we may need to retreat and camp. Some candles still lit? That's a little unusual and suspicious. This temple should have had no one lighting candles in here in a while. Okay. I think we should make camp before we do this. Just to make sure we have our spells. I'm a little suspicious, guys. I'm a little suspicious. Okay, alright. At least we have our spells prepared. Sure, I'll walk onto this thing. What could go wrong? Oh god. As soon as you step over the circle of candles, you hear a rattling clunk from the wall nearby. A door slides open with the grinding rasp of stone. Oh, hold on. This simply leads back to where we came from. Alright, that's not so bad. So a sealed-off section of the temple, a shortcut if you will, leads back out into this section. Okay, a shortcut out. However, how are these candles lit in here? What lit these candles? I'm nervous. But my curiosity once again gets the best of me. The candles flicker gently as you approach. There is a gap above the altar, lined with broken glass, where a mirror may once have been set into the wall. The candles are still burning? Not bad for a dead god. What's all this for? Redemption. They got this whole right for when you come of age. They take you by the hand as you descend through the temple with your eyes covered. It's supposed to be like a wicked life. They don't tell you where you're going. I was sweating like crazy when I did mine. He winks. They take you to that reflecting pool back there, and you're allowed to look in it so you can face your sins. Then you come out into this room and they uncover your eyes again, and everyone's there to greet you, all your friends and family. And it's like you've been redeemed. You light your candle and it burns with the others. Never had the feeling better than that my whole life. Adair's eyes linger on the candles, and he seems for a moment to be a younger man. The candles are still burning. Not bad for a dead god. Do I snuff a candle? I feel like that would be the wrong. That would be very sacrilegious of me. But can I'm very curious to see what happens if I do it. I know. As I reach I lick my fingers, and I reach out, and as I do it, I know this is wrong. I shouldn't do this. You reach out to pinch one of the burning wicks. Smoke rises in a thin trail for the candle. Nothing else appears to happen. They made him strong enough to survive time, but not thoughtlessness, looks like. Oh, I'm sorry, Dad. Oh, man. The guy thinks I'm an asshole. I am an asshole. Adair, I'm sorry. It was nice to see those candles still burning. I figured they'd have gone out by now. Yeah, well, you know, Adair, I mean...
Hey.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. So I head back deeper into the temple. Although I still have yet to take the corpses up to the surface, I still feel like there's something I haven't done in here. I feel like my task isn't done. I know I was only given the job to retrieve the corpses and head on back out, but I feel like there's all manner of darkness and evil in here, and I can't feel right. It doesn't sit right with me leaving without having fully purged the darkness. Now this room gave us a lot of trouble in an alternate universe, and when I reached out for the door handle, I had a shocking vision showing all sorts of negative things, but I think since then we've grown and become wiser. Let's see if that's the case. So what were we dealing with in here again? I think there was like five shadows or something ridiculous in here. Alright, there is 1, 2, 3, 4 at least there, and I think there's another one hiding in the corner a little bit further in. Yeah, there's 5. There's literally 5 shadows in there. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is try and open up with as much damage as I can, and we're going to have Adair move into the doorway soon after, and we will try and get them in the choke point. Now, Eothas needs to... He absolutely needs to stay out of vision, because him getting taken out is like spells disaster for us. Now, I feel like a pie before this fight is in order. Yes! Manly pie! Now that makes me feel a lot better. As you can see, we are now under the effects of savory pie, filling me with might, perception, and endurance, just like in real life. I love it. Okay, now what I'm going to try and do is bounce some daggers off of all of these things, and hopefully that works. Hopefully. Alright, daggers go. Alright, now get back. And Adair, get ready to close in on the door. Oh, the daggers bouncing around. Finally got to see them work properly. Excellent. Alright, this is good. Now turn around and force wave this one. And Adair, you stay exactly where you are, man. Don't move. Did I just miss? Oh my god, worst. Okay, alright then. Well, alright, so let's have them engage us in the doorway here. This should work well. We're both engaged the one up the front. This is perfect. If I filter in one by one, we're in good shape. Alright, we'll have Eothas just wait for now. I don't think do I have vision on one here? No, let's stay out of vision. Let's leave the fight for a moment. See how we go here. Alright, keep the attacking going. Keep the assault going, guys. Alright, how's this first one going? Alright, they're trying to teleporting, but without much space to maneuver, it's not working for them. Slow things down a little bit just so I can keep a gauge of what's going on. I don't know if I want to trip him up yet. Let's just try and take him out. Keep the attacks going, guys. Let's take him out. They're pretty tough little things, aren't they? It's difficult to hit the shadows. I mean, kind of makes sense. Nah, Adair keeps missing. Adair, you're very tanky, bro, but you need to work on your combat game a little bit. There we go, that's what I'm talking about. Finish him! Alright, there's one down. Adair might have a trouble connecting from where he is. I'll probably take a hit if I disengage from here. Let's move back. We're gonna save Eothas for a little bit later in the fight. Move back. Alright, this is fine. No, I don't know, guys. This is awkward positioning. Now I've filtered into the door and they're choke pointing me. Not exactly what I was hoping for. That's fine. Let me build up some focus, and I can retreat once I take a little bit more damage, maybe. Oh, okay, alright, that's enough of that. Alright, Adair, if you retreat slightly, I can hopefully wiggle my way out. Oh my god, what are you guys doing? Get out of there! Okay, alright, that's perfect. Turn around and engage once again. Alright, that's good. Now Adair, trip one of them. Trip. Okay, hopefully he can trip him. My focus is going okay. I can restore my endurance if I need to. Hopefully. Now, Adair, are you gonna try and trip him? Alright, it looked like it misses with the additional effect. Alright, we hit him, but we did some damage, but we didn't quite get the full effect of it there. Now, I'm taking a lot of damage. I'm gonna take an endurance potion here. A regeneration, at least. Hopefully that'll see us through the rest of the fight successfully. Hopefully. Next shadow is almost down. I'm gonna have Eothas move in just a second. Alright, the regeneration's taking effect. That's good. Alright, that one's down. Alright, Eothas's moving in now. Alright, Eothas, now it's your time to shine, my man. Let's go for the Confusion. Bewildering Spectacle. Perfect. Both of them confused. Alright, let's move back. And will they attack each other briefly? No, they're not. We confused both of them. Alright, well, yeah, this is not that helpful, is it? Can I still use... I can still use a knockdown. That'll work. Yes! Alright, a good chunk of damage, and maybe it'll knock the other one down. Nah, it looked like I missed. Alright, everyone engage.
Yes.
Let's have Eothas move back, because they're no doubt going to go straight for Eothas. Alright, this one... Now, this front one's almost dead, but we can use some magic missiles on this rear one. Oh, wow, the magic missile is, like, super ineffective. Okay. Do-do. Let's just try and daze them then to weaken them a bit. That one's almost dead. Alright, final one. Let's do this. Adair! Move back, man. You're in the way. Alright, everyone engaged. Let's do this. Go ham on him. Ah, super awkward. Move around. There we go. We got this. Finish him. Finish him before he kills us. One big hit and I'm... Uh-oh, Ziggy's on low health. Alright, Eothas. Hit him with... I don't know what you're gonna hit him with, man. Alright, hit him with some more magic missiles. That's all we got going. Hopefully this one does a little bit better. Quickly! Yes! Oh man, close. Very close. Alright, we did it, guys. We did it. This is the room that gave us the most trouble. Let's take their ectoplasm. Yeah, get in my inventory. Alright, that hurt us a lot. I'm in a lot of pain.
Yes.
Okay, let's have a dare poke around in the room, see what he can find. Now, I'm pretty worried about traps, but we don't have someone with a high mechanical skill and the ability to spot and disarm traps, so we just kind of have to cross our fingers and pray to Eothas. Oh, good so far. Alright, silver, some nice, and we have a note. This letter is fairly intact, though the parchment itself has been crumpled. Jester, I know that the temple's baths boast great healing properties, and that your back ails you still. Still, I would ask that if you are to indulge for the greater part of the day, you give over your key to the Sanctum to someone else for safekeeping. This is not the first time we have been forced to wait to perform the day's rites, and Rectrix Obrica is often too far below to hear our knocking. So that explains the key that we found in the depths. He basically liked to spend a long time in the baths with the key, which was not helpful for the rest of them. An Eothasian prayer, and finally, some copper, some lockpicks. Those will come in handy. Scaenite scripture, and what is this? Potion of Wizard's Double. Let's have a look at this one. Potion of Wizard's Double. Creates an illusion of yourself and provides extra deflection until you take a hit, so allows you to avoid a hit. Alright, nothing too much in there, but now that I have fully purged the Temple of Eothas, I feel like I can leave. Now, we did a lot of killing of shadows. I'm kind of curious to see our bestiary intro sort of entry on the shadows. So let's have a look. So I've defeated 21 now. Oh, we've pretty much fully documented them. So they deal freezing damage. Ah, okay. Alright. And they are highly resistant to freezing and shocking as well. They're highly resistant in general. They seem very difficult to damage. Intellect and resolve is low though, so they are, if you can hit them, they are susceptible to things like mind magics and stuff, confusion and things like that. Well, that went pretty well. Apart from me almost dying, I think that went pretty well. So let's take these corpses back up to the surface. Alright, my man, Wharton.
Hey, traveler.
Wharton smiles nervously as you approach. Think I've sorted out the worst of it. Arms hurting a little less, he hesitates. You were down there a while. Did you find anything? His eyes dart constantly about the ruins. Wharton, I have a bone to pick with you, my man. I know what happened down there. You lied to me. What? Wharton grins uncertainly. I was clear about everything. The risk is involved. Is that what you mean? I did say there'd be spiders, and I'll pay you, of course, for the trouble. I have not the ability to call him on this. Okay, fine, give him the payment. Wharton looks up at you, startled, and then nods. Right, of course, here. He pulls a heavy sack of coins from his belt. You did your part, and I thank you for it. I'll take these to the cemetery. You see, they get a proper burial instead of saying forgotten in some. That is somewhere down there. Wharton hesitates. Did you see anything else? I found more than bones, Wharton. Something valuable, you mean? You can keep whatever you found. I don't want any of it. Nobody's been down below since. Raedric's people have no interest in Eothasian goods, is my point. They won't miss whatever you take. So I think what I've gathered here is that Wharton wanted us to retrieve the corpses so that no one found out about exactly what happened down there. That they were left down there to die such a grisly death. Wharton, give me one reason why I shouldn't cut your throat right here and now. Wait, I don't know what you're... How could you? He eyes you fearfully. Look, I didn't kill them. Right up till the end, You don't understand. I tried to help them. I did, every day. Every single day I went to that temple, and I warned them. I told them they were playing with fire, and Raedric wouldn't be patient forever. And every time they'd shrug it off, like I didn't know what I was talking about, like it wasn't costing me coming in to try and help them. I could have been arrested right alongside them. You worked for Raedric? Wharton gives a bleak laugh. Yes, but not anymore. It's been a long time since I held a blade, he hesitates. I knew what was coming. It was their own damn stupidity that kept them in there. I couldn't understand. Every warning I gave, they ignored. The Rectrix, she said they'd be reborn. Anyhow, so it didn't matter, he grimaces. So she got what she got what she wanted. Her martyrdom. Raedric ordered us to round them up, lock them in the cells. I convinced them to hide at least. They have that vault full of old relics, Guild and such, I thought. I thought they could hide in there, and once the guards left, they'd have something to sell for passage out of Durwood back to Adir. But when I told the men that the priests had already gone, they ordered the temple sealed, and I couldn't get in again. Wharton shakes his head. There was nothing I could do. Ada's eyes are wide, disbelieving. Nothing you could do but tell someone? Get the town together, organize a rescue? I'd have dug them out with my own hands if I'd have known. There were some of the last decent folk left in this hole. Now all we've got left is people like you. Spits on the ground. You worthless bastard. You abandoned them to save your own skin. I told you the way of it, Wharton says, his voice rough. I told you what happened. I guess it's your turn now to make a decision. It's not too late to make amends, Wharton. Wharton lets out the breath he was holding. I'm not sure that's true. It's been years now. What am I supposed to do? I'm not so great at the redemption business, personally. Wharton, bury their bones, and try to lead a better life than you have so far. Wharton looks at the remains. He runs a hand through his hair, letting out another ragged breath. I can do that. I can. I'll lay them to rest, try and do the right thing by them somehow. I feel like I'm content with knowing the fact that this has to weigh on Wharton's shoulders, that he has to live with this for the rest of his life, and that it will hopefully lead him to try and do better things with the rest of his life. Thank you, truly, for what you've done. Giving me a second chance. I'll put it to good use. I really, truly hope so, Wharton. I really, truly hope so. Well, that was a pretty nice end to our adventures in the Temple of Eothas. A pretty combat-heavy several episodes, full of exploration, a couple little puzzles, and some good mystery, and a final interesting twist at the end there. with I think a decent resolution. I feel like I played through my character well in this situation. I think that's what Ziggy Stardust would have wanted to do. I hope you guys enjoyed it, guys. In the next episode, we're going to be finally heading out east across the lands, but for our first little instance of dungeon delving, I think it went pretty okay. We did manage to come out of here a little bit wiser, a little bit stronger in combat, a little bit more sort of organized and cohesive, and a little bit more loaded up with some nice artifacts as well. Now that we found Gorn's share and a pretty cool helmet, the Pilgrim's Lasting Vigil as well, and looks like we got ourselves a bit of money as well. Not too bad, not too much money, a little bit of extra cash. Hopefully enough to get some supplies to head to the east. Anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this episode. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. That is it for now. I am ZiggyD, and thanks for watching.